Okay guys, we're gonna get ready to do our investigation. Got to show you the little box that my family made for me, my daughter and Sandy.
Strangled.
Strangled? Actually, they gave it to me voluntarily. They made this for me too. It's a trellis stone. I have it for good luck on every investigation. We've got a cat ball set up over here tonight. And then over on the other table, we've got a REM pod, the spirit talker. We have a pendulum. It's just to see if they'll move it to let us know they're here. And of course the K2 meter. And we're doing a little audio. We're at Step Cemetery in Brown County, Indiana. This town is still existing from the late early 1800s. This is Doc Story's house, the original owner of Story, Indiana. It's had several owners since. The person who owns it now, his father owned it before him, and that was his life's work. And they really wanted to share the history of Story. So, and it was his wishes that it was carried on. So his son unreluctantly took it over, and he considers himself the improprietor. He says a proprietor owns and takes care of something. He said that he's owned by the town, so he's an improprietor. But anyway, we're going to start out here. We've got a lot of bungalows we're going to check out. We're going to check out the Story Inn, but tonight we thought it'd be fitting to start in the house where it all started, here in Doc Story's house. And as the name implies, he was actually a town doctor, and he also had his practice behind the house as well. So, okay. 18. Was Bernice 18? Or was she 18 when she passed away? I think you've already got it figured out. There's a ton of words already showed up. I think you've got this figured out, but you can use this device here to communicate with us.
Seat.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It said seat, like it wants me to sit down.
Yep.
I mean, this thing's been going bananas. I had to turn the camera on. Oh, and something shut my camera off. Wow. I mean, it took it off of video and everything.
There's something in here.
I mean, it's been like this since we came up here. I had to hurry up and turn the camera on when I wasn't ready to film to catch what was going on. So you would like for me to sit, or would you like to take? Oh, I see what you mean. I forgot to tell you, we have another cat ball in this seat right here, in case one of them decided to sit down. Would you like to take a seat? The thing that's sitting in that chair has a light in it, and all you got to do is touch it and you could turn that light on. There's another one here. There's another one sitting up here on this baker's rack. Feel free to talk to us anytime you like. Hey you guys, this house is all original. I'll show you some of the wood in a little bit. But the walls, the floors, the ceilings, it's all solid wood. I mean, some of these doors are cut to fit archway doors, and the doors themselves are solid wood. I mean, you could feel the unevenness and the waviness in the floor as you're walking around. But the house is huge and it's beautiful and up on a hill. I guess that was a sign of your influence when you lived up on a hill overseeing the town. And then the whole town.
Here.
Oh, I think it's wonderful here. It said it's unpleasant here. So, but they've kept the town as original as possible, and it's on the National Registry. And in fact, the house that we're in, they're restoring it back to the original condition. They're not just redoing it. I mean, it's going back to its original. It's a original condition. So, but they rent out all of these places as bungalows and cabins, and inside the Story Inn is the Blue Lady. It's a spirit that haunts the Story Inn, And the Story Inn was the general store here in town, and it's now converted. They have a restaurant in there. That's where you go in and pay for your room. They have a tavern an old tavern downstairs, but it's full of antiques. It's just a beautiful, beautiful place, and they're very friendly here. But there's 4 apartments in the upstairs part of the general store, and that's where the Blue Lady is said to reside. So, but we're going to check out all the places in town and see if we can't pick up anything. There's also a place they call Indiana Stonehenge, not too far from here. We plan on making a trip there, but it's a super, super real treacherous hike. It's almost like a mountain here in Indiana. It's huge. But there's stones up there that they speculated like giants used to live here, and that's the only way they could get those stones up there, and they're not naturally from that area where they're at. And they're cut square stones, and they're huge. So it sounds like you guys are wanting to talk. I heard this device go off. Would it be possible for you to touch this device again?
Green eyes.
I do have green eyes. How did you know that? If there's anybody in this room with us, I have a device in my hand that can record your voice. You can pick us up if you want. Look at this light flickering out here. Come over here. Can you see that? There you go. Just raise it up a little bit. There you go.
There it is.
That's the street light outside, guys. They're old. I don't know if they're actually old. I haven't checked them out yet, but they're at least made to look old. Okay. So, can you talk into this device and tell me what your name is?
Careful.
Careful of what? Are you still sitting in this chair? I'll have to figure this thing out. So, can you talk into this device and tell me what your name is?
Careful.
Careful of what? Are you still sitting in this chair? So is Doc Story still in this house? Dr. Story, do you still live here? Can you talk to us? Okay. Oh, and the neighborhood cats.
Arrest.
Arrest? Who was the town sheriff here? Can you tell us that? Are you able to touch these balls and make them light up? You can come over to this device. If you just get close to it, it lights up and plays sounds. See, it don't touch. You can even touch it. It don't hurt you. Just lean over and touch that. I'm going to give you a chance to talk through this, and I'm going to have to shut it off. So if you'd like to say anything, just speak through this device. But look at all this old wood in here. You can turn around and look at the wood on the wall behind you there. Check out this old doorknob. Look at this old doorknob. See it?
That's cool.
Ain't that neat? This place is so cool. In a
love
minute,
it.
we'll go down and show them how that one door is cut to fit the doorway. I'm gonna shut this door. I'm gonna shut this door. What just happened?
Internal temp high. And it shut off.
Animal. The lights.
Grandma wants to know if she can take a bath. There's any problem with that, is
I know you.
Hey, what's up, fam? Hope everybody's doing well. We're in Story, Indiana tonight. I already did an intro and called it Step Cemetery because I'm still freaking out about that place. But we're in Story, Indiana. It's a historic town in Brown County, Indiana. And this town is still like all intact. And they've turned these old homes into like, like bungalows or cabins or Airbnbs or whatever. And the store, the original general store, is still here, and they've converted that store into they've got like 4 apartments. One of those apartments belongs to the lady in blue, which is an infamous ghost here in Story, Indiana, allegedly. So we will be going over there and checking that out tonight. We're in Doc Story's house. And Doc Story was the original owner of this town, the original proprietor of this town, and he was also the town doctor. There's a lot more to the story. Maybe we can get into that another time. But this is his house, and he had a doctor practice behind the house. It's no longer here. I guess it's succumbed to time. But this house, the town itself is on the historical registry, and this house, Welsh. But this house is being completely restored to its original condition. So there is a big deck on the outside, but it's not attached to the house. It's a freestanding deck, so that they don't, they can't attach anything to the house because it's a historical home. It has to be done to the times. But if you look out this window, it's kind of cool. I don't know if these are old original street lights or not. I've not examined them. But that light right outside this creepy old house is flickering. Probably getting ready to go out. It just adds to the creepiness. Kind of cool though, right? But I've got some clips recorded already because I couldn't get the camera equipment going quick enough, and the spirit talker is going crazy and relatively relevant. Telling me to take a seat and just all kinds of stuff, being very relevant. But if you look down here, oh, here we go. And again, this is the temperature going off, just like happened to us. I live on. So what you're saying is there's life after death? Is that what we're to understand? Dr. Story? Is that you that we're talking to? Are you letting us know there is life after death? What do you think about these cats? They seem to have made themselves at home. There's a few cats in town. They come and visit. My daughter absolutely fell in love. So we let them in, and we talked to the owners, and they were fine with it. We let them in, and they've just been hanging out. They come in like we've known them forever. One's sleeping in this chair now.
It's Gertrude.
Hit pause for me. Well, guys, made another fail. Didn't have my headphones on. This day has been absolutely crazy. It's like everything has gone against us today. I mean, absolutely. Even the weirdest of stuff has happened to try to keep us from here. I had the camera off trying to fix the audio, and this daggone spirit talker, this is 2 times now that it's mentioned the word poltergeist. 2 times. I kid you not. So who is it that keeps saying poltergeist? I mean, I would love for you to move something. If you can move something in here, do it. Now, our pendulum here has been swinging like crazy. Can you really swing it? Like move it really good, really far? More than just shaking it. Really move it. And I gotta be honest with you guys. I mean, we've got this pendulum down here. You want to show them the pendulum? We got this pendulum set up, but
Left.
it's on the left side of the table. That is correct. Is that your way of letting us know that you're here? Another way you could let us know is touching this device. Just, you don't even have to fully touch it. You can just get close. But if you do decide to touch it, it will not hurt you. But anyway, we got this pendulum, and you know, I like to catch stuff and give you guys an entertaining video, but honestly that pendulum keeps shaking because this house is so old and unsteady. As you walk, things tend to move around. So I mean, I don't know, we're standing still and the thing moves a little bit, but I still can't put much faith into that really. But we'll see. Maybe to get swinging. I mean, these floors don't move enough to get it swinging, so maybe to get swinging. Hey, Doc, if you're with us, would you please make that chain swing for me? You can make that chain swing. We've got a lot of things to play with. The thing next to that lights up different colors. It's green, yellow, and red. And the closer to red it is, shows me how close you are to that device. So, you know, if you can use whatever energy you have to touch that device, it'll light up and let us know you're here, so we'll have some form of communication. So that way when I ask you questions, you can use one of these devices to give us an answer. So if you could do that, I would really appreciate it if you could make this pendulum swing. Or you can speak through the device we have here against the wall. It's just the way, I think you already know you've spoken through it. It's just the way that we can understand what you're saying to us. So is there anybody in here that would like to talk?
Branch.
Branch? You're going to have to elaborate. I don't understand branch. You can come over this way if you want. So is there anybody else here that would like to talk other than Doc? Is there anybody here that used to know the doctor in this town? Was he a good man? Was Dr. Story a good doctor?
Courage.
Yeah, he probably was pretty courageous because it was pretty wild back then. It's very rustic now. This place is like, I mean, it's way out from anywhere. I mean, Nashville, Brown County is a little town full of tourist shops. Super nice. You ever get a chance to go, please go. People come from all around. They have an artist colony here, and back in the day, all the famous artists, even from France, came here to paint. And that's why we have T.C. Still National Forest, because he was one of the Brown County artists from here. And if you look up Brown County artists online, you'll see that that artwork goes for an extreme amount of money. So, but it was an artist colony. The grave? Who's in the grave? And that's what we're trying to find out from you. You're giving us clues, but maybe you can be more forthcoming and give us names. Did you live in this house?
She's here.
She's here. What was that name we got a little while ago? Bernice or something? No, that was it. Who was it? Who's here? She's here from the grave? Is that who wanted to sit in this chair? Now don't forget we have a light here and a light over here. You could touch either one of these to let us know you're here. Monroe Reservoir is down the street from here also. Was it Elkinsville?
Elkinsville.
Elkinsville Road out here runs all the way to Monroe. And at the end of Elkinsville, where the lake is, there used to be a town there, the town of Elkinsville. And they made all the residents leave, and they flooded that entire town. So all the buildings, all the structures are still there underwater. So, I mean, there's cemeteries and the whole nine under this, from what I understand. So we do plan on going around and investigating that. And there was like a few people that were still holdouts that still had houses that were just on the outskirts of town still. So at least that was the last research. The last thing I seen was several years ago. So not done enough research to find out if they're still there or not. But we are going to be looking into that. I mean, there's just a ton of history out here. You wouldn't believe it. There's haunted cemeteries with white horses. People see white horses. Who knows? But we'll find out. So, did you know anything about Elkinsville, or were you a part of Elkinsville? Do you know that story? You guys, there's old barns. Vernon. Like Vernon, Indiana? Was that Mount Vernon or
Mount Vernon.
Who's Vernon? Was that a patient of the doctor's? You want to try the other ghost tube or something?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to turn this off. Do you got anything else you'd like to say?
Should be scared.
We should be scared?
I have no doubt. I probably should be scared, but I'm not smart enough to. Why should I be scared? Am I supposed to be scared of you? So far, you don't even seem to really say anything worth saying. You keep saying poltergeist. I've seen nothing move. I've asked you to move that pendulum. I've asked you to light up lights. So what am I supposed to be afraid of?
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Starting to want to get active, isn't it? Or talkative. Who's Benjamin? I don't want to turn you off and now you're saying all kinds of stuff. Who's Benjamin? Benjamin Harrison? Did he ever stay here? I know this town has a lot of history.
They will harm you.
No, it's not likely. But who are you talking to? Who are you talking about? No, nobody wants to harm me. I'm too nice of a guy. Just ask me, I'll tell you. So who are we talking to? You seem to know a lot about what people want to do to me, so who are you?
I reminisce here.
Okay, I'm reminiscing. So reminisce a little bit. Oh. So reminisce a little bit and talk to me. Come on, keep it going. Keep it going. I got hair on both arms standing up. Come on, talk to me. I'm sitting here talking to a table. I feel stupid. Do something. Touch that again. You was doing good. I'm not trying to irritate you. It's just I want to switch this app or something if you're not going to do anything. I'm just going to assume that you're having a hard time with it. Could you make that light up for me again, please? You want to walk in here and I'll grab that? I'm going to grab that recorder real quick. Let me just... What are you doing?
Desperate.
I am getting down. I need a new camera person. I'm desperate for a camera lady. Up here. Hey, I want to show you guys a little. This is a reenactment of our lovely Sandy, right? Look.
Oh no.
Water.
Squirrel.
Look at the birds.
There'll be a video coming soon.
Oh, she always films like that. I agree. You say, look, Sandy, water, and she points at the sky. I got a video for you guys to see. It's hilarious. She don't think so. I think it's funny. Hold on.
He wants to make me cry.
Well, we got to get some kind of entertainment out of this video. This thing's done said poltergeist, and I'm not seeing anything. All right, I'm gonna get this device going, and again, this is another way that you can talk to me. I'm gonna turn this on, maybe it'll pick up things that I can't hear with my own ears. So I'm gonna ask you a question, and I'll play it back to see if I can hear you. Okay, can you talk into this and tell me who was in the room with us? Are you able to interact with any of these devices?
Shooting.
Shooting. We're shooting film. Were you killed in a shooting? Can't see anything without my cheaters. I set them down on the bed. I went there and got this and left it sitting there. Well, oh.
Okay, can you
Join
talk
us.
into this and tell me who was in the room with
Join
us?
us where?
Are you able to interact with any of these devices?
Shooting.
Shooting. We're shooting film. Were you killed in a shooting? You can't see anything without my cheaters. I set them down on the bed.
Well, nothing I can tell. Let's walk in here. Let's walk around a little bit. Maybe something started. Actually, let's go ahead and turn this off. You see that, right?
It turned itself off?
No, that thing beeped again. Oh, you guys. That's another thing that happened. I mean, I'm telling you, this has been nuts. We turned my tablet on, and it came up like the tablet had been erased and had to be recovered. So we turned it off, turned it back on. It finally came on. I come upstairs, and I had Ghost Talker on, right? And we were talking with Ghost Talker, and that's the reason why I was trying to hurry and get the cameras going, although I wasn't ready to start filming yet. Well, as we're using the Ghost Talker, all of a sudden, Necrophonics loads by itself. Nobody's touching it.
I make noises.
Well, make some noises. Knock on something. I wish you would. That's why I'm here. We're here to communicate with you. You're welcome to touch this stuff. Touching these things probably takes less energy than knocking on a wall. So if you would like, just touch one of these things. That'd be wonderful. Or you're welcome to knock. But anyway, Necrophonics just decides to load itself all by itself, and Ghost Talker completely shut off. I mean, I had to swipe out of Necrophonics and close it and reload Spirit Talker. Not sure if that was a good idea. Maybe something wanted to use it. I don't know what happened. It was just really, it was operating itself. It is really weird. And that's not the only time this has happened. When we filmed with the South Cacs out in South Carolina, the same thing happened. Well, not the same thing, but we was using Necrophonics and it was off. The start button was showing, which means that it was off. If it was playing, it would say stop and not start. But it said start on it. But yet it was doing something, was using it to talk. It's really weird. All right. Let's see here. I love using this tablet more than the phone so much. Looks better too. All right, get this set up. All right, guys. I don't know if this is a new thing, but it's got a sweep rate on it. All right, guys. It's a little harder for me to hear with this app. You have to be fairly clear. But this is another type of device that you can use to communicate with me if you choose to, which I hope you do. You've said numerous times about poltergeist and wanting to talk, so this is your chance. So who's here? Look, zoom in on this so they can see how it says stop. See, this says stop. That's because it's already playing. When you stop it, watch. See, now it says start, so it should not be playing. When we were with the South Cacs, it was like this and was still playing. Okay. So who's here? I want to ask you, do you know how many people's in this house?
Here.
Yeah, here in this house, how many people's in here right now? Not dead, but how many living people are in this home? So like it said third and it said no. How many people's in this house? Okay, how many spirits are in this house? In the house?
House. Sound like a little girl.
What the heck? That was creepy. That made me sick, man. It made a weird sound. Made my stomach upset. So is the doctor in? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of got a weird angle. Can you like? Because I feel like you're filming my ear, like you're gonna give me an exam or something. So, dude, who's in this house? Oh my gosh. It sounded like it said welcome B and then said dang it.
Yes.
Bad word for dang it. Are you hearing all that?
Yes.
Usually it's like intangible, but that sounds like a bunch of legit words. You
From
think?
A lot of different people.
So, did you live in this town? Who used to run the general store? It's like I said, Eva. Slime?
I heard slime.
Who used to run? You didn't like the? Did you not like the people that owned the general store? No. No. Let's see. There was some people. This town was empty for a while, and there was people that originally bought it that originally started operating that store again. Did you like those people? No. Do you like the guy who owns the town now? Leave. Do you like the guy that owns the town now?
No.
Did you hear that plain as day?
Plain as day.
I mean, that was clear. So, do you like the fact that he's restoring the town? That was a sentence by the same voice. Do you like the fact that the owner is fixing up these homes? That's unbelievable. Listen, you're talking a lot, so you obviously have the ability to manipulate these devices. Will you touch this for me? Look. Will you touch that? Now, you're talking about poltergeist, like things can be moved.
Yep.
Yep, twice, but that doesn't mean anything to me because you've not moved anything. We have a little tiny flashlight over on this table. You can knock it over. There's lights. Push this cat out of the chair. Push the cat out of the chair. Girl? You better don't call me no girl. You're the girl. Look. Move these and they'll light up. You got all kinds of toys to play with. The K2's not even went off, look. Check this. Can you touch this, make it light up? Move it back away from the device. Some of these devices, guys, are really volatile. You gotta be really careful having them around electronics and stuff. When you're watching these shows, just watch how they place things. You know, that's how you know some of them are legit or not. You just have to be careful with them. And really, most of the electronics are like working on broken theories anyway. I mean, how many times, if you ask a question enough times, a radio is going to answer your question. You know, so. But I tell you, I mean, I'm not saying that that's always the case, obviously, because we still try to work with these things. Some of it is just like back to back. I mean, it's just, there's no way it's a coincidence. There's too many coincidences to be coincidental. And when I went out with Jay from the Journey's the Destination, I'm telling you, I was sold right away. You know, there's a lot of those guys out in that same area where he's from that isn't necessarily legit, and but I can assure you he is. We had a great time. Did that just say my name?
Yes.
Dude, that just said my freaking name. How do you know my name? How do you know my name? I ain't playing with you. How do you know my name? I talk to a freaking tablet like it knows what I'm saying. How do you know my name? Who are you? That's not cool. I don't know how anybody doing these videos can hear their name be said and feel remotely comfortable with that. Okay, you know my name. Don't be a sissy. Tell me your name. Who am I talking to? Who? Make that light up. Come on, you got my attention now. Look at that. Look at that pendulum. Look at that. Now that's moving.
We weren't walking.
Well, even if we have, that's what I was saying a little bit ago, that it does shake when we walk on this wobbly floor. But if it gets moving, we'll know. It's not moved like that the whole time we've been up here. Look at that. That's a little more impressive. But you're still afraid of lights. Why can't you light these lights up? Huh? Because you want to do it on your own terms? Is that what it is? Yes. Do it on my terms and light something up. We pay a lot of money for this stuff to talk to you. Light something up. You already blew it. I wanted you to move the pendulum. You moved the pendulum, so light a light up. Poke Sandy in the butt.
Nope.
Do it. Do it now. Of course. Hey, can you shut this device off like you did earlier? That was impressive. Shut that app off and start the other one. No, I'm not going to relax. Ain't nothing wrong with me. You're a ghost and telling me to relax. All right. I'm going to turn this sweep rate up a little bit. Here. I have to give you guys a little help because apparently you can't do it on your own. It's a shame. You know how far we drove to get here? Well, I could tell you, it's a long way. We had a very rough day today. And we still made it out here. Is that cat jumping down?
Yes, it was Gertrude.
That's crazy. So anyway, hey you guys, don't forget, we're trying to ramp up our numbers, man. I mean, we only have we're not even still to 300 with all the begging I've done. So don't forget to go down in the comments, leave me comments, because apparently the algorithm seems to like that, and we need to get our subscribership up a little bit, at least to get these videos pushed out there. But I'm not going to be a big YouTuber for a long time, but when I do, the big YouTubers won't even watch this channel. Not even the ones that we slave for, but hey, it's cool. We love you. So anyway, got anything you want to tell the people? Do you have anything you want to tell the people? Then they just shut up. Make us famous and throw something across the room. Come on, we need your help. Throw something across the room. All right, I'm gonna stop this. Are you having troubles talking? All right. Well, maybe we'll hook up the SB7 in a minute, but I'm gonna try another app. Oh shit.
What did it say?
I accidentally turned it back on, and I think it said something naughty to me. I should have lowered the sweep rate, play with it for a minute. We'll turn it back on in a minute, though. I'm kind of playing right now. Our little witchy friends, our new witchy friends, seem to like ghost tubes, so let's check it out for a bit. All right, we have yet another app, guys. Let's see what you got. And then we'll go check out another room or something. Are you able to use this device? Or this device? Or this device? Or this device? Or this non-device?
There you go.
Non-device? So I think one of our theories was that with the pendulum, you know, it can't be influenced. Like a radio's flawed, you know, it's gonna, what's that say? A clock's right even twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
A broken clock's right twice a day. So a radio, you can catch responses off it by accident sometimes. You ask enough questions, you're going to line something up with something it says. But with the pendulum, it's not necessarily the case. You know, the witches or whatever they were, I still don't quite understand that. But they used it, and I've seen a lot of YouTubers use them, asking yes or no questions, kind of like like an Ouija board. We don't use it for that. We've made some and all that. All we do is hang it, and if a spirit can move that, then we use it as a way of communicating. But we don't use it in a way of like a Ouija board. I don't like that stuff, so you won't be seeing that. But anyway, but I will say though, way more than the spirit box. These apps have been kind of crazy on point lately. It's a little bit freaky deaky, and I'm not sure which one's better than another one, to be quite honest with you. At least not here lately. It's kind of throwing me. So is there anybody that's able to use this device to speak to us at all? If you will light up any of these things, we'll leave for a little while. Leave you alone. We just need to have some kind of interaction with you. I'm really interested. I'm really curious to know about this town, about the people who lived here. We're going to be coming here and spending a lot of time here, so we're going to get an opportunity to interact. Unless, of course, we get in a good dialogue and you answer some questions and give us some proof, we won't need to come back here. But we're searching for evidence, so we'd like to be able to communicate. So if you could do that, you could light up this device or this device. You do so just by simply touching it. You can reach out here and get near my hand and this light will light up. And I will pee myself. Please don't touch me. Touch Sandy.
Nope.
Okay, don't touch Sandy either. Whisper in Sandy's ear. She likes it. Anybody? Anybody? All right, you want to go in here to the other room? All right, I'm just going to carry. You want to do the... I can hook the speaker up to this so we can run this in the other room if you want. What says you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, I can grab my glasses while I'm in there too. I'm gonna take this with us as well. Hello? Hello? Anybody there? Anybody at all? I wish it was daylight so we could show them a little bit outside. Man, this place is so nice. I mean, this house is definitely creaky and stuff, but it's old and all original, or at least mostly from what I could tell. There's even old wallpaper downstairs. I mean, it's fairly well intact, and it's solid wood. I mean, everything is solid wood. There's no drywall. Where are my glasses at, lady? You're supposed to be taking care of me, man.
I don't know what you did with them.
All right. Oh, here they are. Everything we got is black. All of our tools are black. All right, let's see. Should we break these out or wait for a minute?
Break them out.
Should we? Okay. I need to straighten them up a little bit. They're getting a little janky. All right, you guys. I'm sure you've probably seen these in your time. These are dowsing rods. They'll help us communicate. there is no lights or no noises. But if you make a cross out of these, you push them together, that would be yes. If you open them up, okay, so you're smarter than I am. You-
That's as smart aleck goes.
Did you see that? That thing spun. I don't even know. I don't even want to ask any more questions. I'm like, okay, I'm done. What on earth? Okay, you really got me on that one. If you open these up, that's no. You cross them for yes. So, is Doc Story in this house with us? That's legit. No, that's legit. Okay, I gotta get my glasses off. This is a little weird. Okay, I'm kind of floored right now. I don't understand why you wouldn't work with those devices, but you're gonna manipulate these. That's really kind of creeping me out. I'm used to these things moving, but not like this. It's almost like you can like fill a pool.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, these look, they're on these handles. They're not attached to them. See, I could spin them and they don't move the wires. But it almost felt like I could fill a pool, like even against my hand. That was really weird. Almost like my hand had something metal on it and a magnet was pulling it. That was really weird. I mean, that's really pulling. Yes, it's weird. Is that what you're saying? Dude. I don't even want to play with you right now. You guys don't play fair. Okay. So, is the whole town here haunted? Or let me ask a better question. Is there spirits all throughout this town? Is it only this house that has spirits? So, well, I'm not sure how to ask unless we go and stay in those other places. The general store over here, it's now called the Story Inn. Is the Story Inn or the general store, does it have spirits in it?
The blue lady.
I haven't asked that yet, but is the story about the lady in the blue dress, is that true? Is that a real story? Is that a real spirit here, the lady in the blue dress? Are you not supposed to talk about her? So, the spirit in this house, is it of the doctor? Does the doctor still live here? I don't feel it pulling like it was at all. Is there something bad in this house that's preventing you from talking? Make sure my hands ain't hitting nothing. Is there something bad in this house preventing you from talking? Should we be afraid to sleep in this house? Well, you guys know, it started crossing a little bit. You guys know I have Jesus with me, right? I know you told me earlier I should be afraid, but you know I have Jesus with me, right? As does everybody in this house. That's right. And you are not to touch any of us You're not to attach to any of us, and you're not going to attach to any of us. Is that understood? Well, I'm making it understood right now. I feel uncomfortable. You're acting a little weird. You're showing me that there's certain things that you can do, but you're holding back on a lot of things. So I'm not really having a lot of trust in you right now. I'm going to ask that you quit playing games. We know what you're capable of. I'm going to ask that you quit playing and you go in and touch some of those lights, talk to our device, do something. But quit acting like you're hiding and bashful and scared, because we know better, right? That's right. Straighten them back up. Now, am I talking to the doctor? Are you a demon? If you are, I rebuke you, Satan, in Jesus' name. Oh, absolutely. I rebuke you, Satan, in Jesus' name. You are not to bother us. And you'll stay away from my family, in Jesus' name. That's right. It feels like a mag. Oh, look, it felt like they were stuck together. That can't. It's copper.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to ask this again. That curtain's in there moving. I'm not, no joke. That curtain's moving. Go ahead and pan in there. I'm going to get this started. Go ahead. Oh, I gotta get the speaker. I don't think we have it up here. I thought it was. I don't see it though. Well, we're not gonna hear it very well, but I'm gonna get this going. Ooh. I don't know. I'll keep it up close to the microphone. So who's in this house with me right now? I thought for sure I brought that up. Who's in this house with me right now? Ooh, I just heard like a, I don't know if it's a scream or a squeak.
Yeah.
This thing's not loud at all without that microphone. Alright, I'm going to stop this and start it again so that it's at the, you have to turn on and off just for the settings to take place. There we go. That's much better. So, who are we talking to in here tonight? That curtain was moving, guys. Okay. That curtain was moving when we were in that other room. I looked in here and it was moving, kind of swaying back and forth like this whole area right here. Get that closer. Are you going to decide to talk to us yet or touch one of these devices? Alright. That device in the window just lights. Nothing to be afraid of. I'm sure you've seen it before. Just reach over and touch it. It's frustrating when they play games because it makes me feel like it's something really bad, because if it was just something normal, it's likely to respond to you. But this thing's doing things that would require more energy of it, not the things that would require less energy, like it's playing. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget, we need lots of comments, guys. Make sure when you share the video out, ask people to leave a comment down in the comment section, please. It would help me out a lot. And you don't want to know what we've been out to do this, but we do enjoy doing it. So, not pandering or anything like that. I'm just saying, what's a comment? It don't cost anything. So, who's in here? We've changed the temperature on my REM pod. You've manipulated dowsing rods. You've said poltergeist to me twice tonight. So have you got anything else? Have you got anything that you would actually like to say? What color shirt do I have on tonight? I think it's a brown. Not quite, baby. Can you tell me again? You said the color of my eyes earlier. Can you tell me what color my eyes are? Did you catch up?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Did you live in this house? Who's the president? Did you used to work for the carriage maker here in town? Did you work for Studebaker? That was one of the businesses that was here. That was like one of the biggest baby buggy making companies, I guess. It was owned by Studebaker. Don't know if there's any correlation with the automobile maker or the automobile Studebaker, but inquiring minds want to know. Figure it out and write it down in the comments. Did you show that they left us some nice roses on the table? Nice flowers on the table? Get a load of that. Soon up there, walk up there on it. Wasn't that nice?
Dead flowers.
That's just to set the mood, right?
Right.
Alright, is anybody going to talk to us? You're boring. I'm not going to sit here for an hour talking to static. Anybody got anything to say? Let's not be rude, you got guests. I don't know what that said. Something just made a ding ding over there. Who was that? Who lived in this house? Did you know Doc's story? Were you one of his patients? Every once in a while we get that like grumbly voice. Sounds very similar. So we're probably going to go film the barn tomorrow. Does that barn have spirits? Did you live in any of the homes here in town? Well, Dr. Story, we're going to turn this device off. I hope at some point I'll get an opportunity to talk to you. The pendulum started to move a little bit and we're not moving. I'm gonna sit over here. I hope nobody's sitting in this chair right now. Those are getting squished right now if they are. Alright. Sitting next to me here, we have this really pretty stone hanging on a chain. That stone is there to weight down that chain so it makes it easy to swing. Could you push on that stone for me? All you have to do is push that stone and let me know you're here. That's moving pretty good. Can you push it a little bit more, please? You want to come in on that? And hopefully they'll be able to see the change in the swing so they know the difference between us moving and it actually swinging. Or maybe they'll swing it. Could you possibly move that pendulum? Could you move that chain? Just give it a good push. You'll have to give it a good push or people are going to think that I'm making it shake. Longhead is what it sounded like. Alright, give that stone a good push. I mean, it's barely moving right now, so can you give it a good push for me? So what, you're going to wait until I turn off the... Oh. I'm going to reverse the sweep, right? Okay, guys, listen. I'm going to shut this all down and take a break. Well, I'm just going to end this video tonight. Should we try out there, or do we want to call it quit? Oh, it's talking in there. Go in there. It just talked. That's the first word that thing said. Hello? Who's in here? Does that thing leave? I'm going to turn this off.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with GhostTube. Does this thing leave the words? I don't know if it leaves the words or not. I know I heard something in here say something. Did you hear it?
I heard something, yes. I thought it just...
What are you pointing at?
That.
Oh. I mean, I know for a fact I heard a loud word in here, audible. I thought it was off of this.
I heard something.
It was loud. I mean, I thought it was coming out of a speaker loud. You know what I mean? Obviously not a large one, but I mean, that didn't sound like a disembodied voice. It sounded loud. I mean, I guess that could be a thing, but I don't know what this does. I'm not familiar with GhostTube enough to know if it leaves a list of words like Ghost or Spirit Talker gives you a list of words that it said. I don't know if this operates in the same way or not.
No energy.
That's why it's not doing anything. But what would cause a spirit not to have... See, this is why I want to really get scientific with this and really learn. You know what I mean? Or try to figure out how they manifest, because there's electricity around here, and they say if there's electricity, they can use that electricity or batteries in your devices to do things and even to manifest. But it said that they don't have energy. It just literally just said that. No energy.
Well, it messed with the tablet and it messed with the camera.
And the concentration of the signal, whatever that magnet thing is that goes across there, it dropped way low. It like built up, and it go down a little bit, and it built up, and then it said no energy, and it went right back down. I mean, look how low that is. That green line there. When it got up, I don't know how this works, but that green line was eking up, and it got up to here and finally said something. It said no energy and went straight back down. So, if you can, I don't know what it takes for you to speak to us. That's the reason why we like to talk, so we can learn these things from you. But if it requires you to build up...
Don't leave me.
We don't intend on leaving, but we were going to leave from up here and go downstairs and set back up. We're recording videos. We want to make another video, so I'm going to end this one, and we'll go downstairs and make another video. But if you're willing to talk, we can wait up here for a little bit. We have devices in the other room that have lights on them. If you'll go and touch one of those, we'll stay up here.
It's not easy.
Now you tell me, is that coincidental? It said no energy, and I'm asking it to do those things, to use its energy, and it said it's not easy. Come on, guys. Really? Come on, straighten me out if my head's not thinking right. That just seems strange. Okay, I know, apparently, well, I don't know, but I guess from, if it's not easy, it's not easy. But I just need to light up one light on those devices out there. I really don't want to provoke you.
Don't.
Wow.
Seriously? Don't be rude. I'm trying to be nice. Come on. I don't want to provoke you, but I'm asking you, if you can get the energy enough to manipulate this, you can light up one light out there. If you do that, I'm done. I'll leave you alone. Just light up one light. Turn the lights off in this room. You've obviously been in this place for a long time. You know what doesn't belong. Those things out on the table with the lights on it. Touch them and make them light up. They don't hurt. They're not going to bother you. Can you say one more thing on here that makes sense? Can you tell me how many people are in this? Tell me what color shirt I have on. Will you please tell me what color shirt I have on? All right. Well, I guess we'll have to pick this up again in a little while. Just remember, you can't attach to any of us or harm any of us. One more chance to say something, and we'll have to say goodbye. Just got me a little on edge at the moment. I mean, that's spectacular. I mean, it's like spot on.
Just talking to you.
You got anything to say before we go? Okay. Well, goodbye.
You are annoying.
Oh, your mama. Did you hear that?
I thought it said you're annoying.
It did. Yeah, it says you're annoying. I said your mama. They're rude, man. It said that about those girls too, remember?
It did.
One of these apps. But our apps were talking back and forth. I don't know if I made that very clear in the video or not. But we had Spirit Talker on, and they had Ghost Tube on. And they were like, it was like they were talking back and forth. They were like taking turns. It was really weird. But anyway, we are going to go down. I think that's going to be it for tonight, or for this video. I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. And then I'll have you another video ready. We're going to go downstairs and do this again and see if we can get anything there. And we're going to be here for a couple days. We've got access to other places too. Don't exactly know what all we're going to get done. I really want to try to get you guys the Blue Lady video, or the lady in the blue dress, or the Blue Lady, whatever her name is. I want to try to get that video out to you too. I'm really anxious, or not anxious, but I'm really excited to be able to do that. I mean, it's going to be really cool. Oh, now I'm your friend, huh? Friend, don't say those rude things about each other. That was rude. You got anything nice to say? Or did your friend show up? I just got like a ringing in my ear, but it's not like tinnitus or whatever that stuff is called.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like it was more coming from in the room. like a really high pitched noise, like when you get ringing in your ear. But it wasn't like ringing in my ear, it was like ringing from out there, but that same kind of pitch. All right, goodbye.
I thought I was gonna say something.
Yeah, I did too. It acts like it wants to. Okay, fam, if anything eats my face off, Sandy will get the video out. Good night. Love you.